put my leaves down here, and you'll see that they're sticking out on the edge even though this is too small, purposely too small. So this is my dye blanket. It's like a flannel wool or something. The thicker your blanket is, the more dye it's going to hold. So again, you can use any type of dye that you want. So I'm going to take this, lay it down like so. I'm not going to quite go over the edge because I need to use it. One thing I should point out, we're going to be folding over section by section, and then when we roll, we're going to be going in this direction. Consequently, you don't want any like thick things on here because you can't roll in that direction. So you just need to kind of keep that in mind. Most people, when they do a blanket, it covers the whole thing. And I've done as many as 4 pieces together, which is a marathon. Okay, here is where you're going to put some plastic down. If you don't put a barrier of some sort, then you're just going to get a solid piece of whatever color your dye blanket is. It's just not going. It's not going to leave those individual pieces that you want to see. So, go cricket. Go. So here, and the barrier can be a lot of anything, but in my case, I'm going to use plastic for ease right now. I did these big rolls. I'm sorry about the roosters. I have no control over that. They don't crow in the morning. They crow all the time. So this big one is kind of heavy. It rolls. Often I'll use something like this to roll. And I'm going to cover all the way to this end. Grab a pair of scissors. And just trim it right on the edge. Okay? I keep my plastic because every time you use it, it gets a little bit stiffer and makes it actually easier. It's not quite as fly away. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to put in one more layer of plastic here because then I'm going to show you how I flip. And you notice that even though my bottom piece is hanging off, I've got this wadded up here so that I can keep using it. Remember too, this is kind of governed by nature. This is not a digital imprint, so don't look for perfection. Enjoy doing it. I will tell you the big pieces tend to get a little bit physical. So you have to be, this is a good gym substitute. All right, here's my first. I am going to flip this. And because I want it to fit in a specific size, I'm going to hold this, kind of hold your plastic down. I'm really more interested. Oh, by the way, let me point one other thing out. If you have an issue sometimes, you can take one of these little clips that you can get from Walmart and the office supply thing. And flip it right there, because you're pulling and stretching as you flip over one time. Now, I pull it back. Ta-da! I can unclip this. I'm bringing this blanket back, and I'm pulling. Perfect. Now, I'm going to continue putting some more leaves down. and you'll have to forgive me. I'm not really, in the interest of time,